Hello traders, this is Alla Peters. I'm the founder and creator of Alpha Wave Trader Method, and this is what this webinar will be dedicated to. I will be sharing with you how I developed my method that based on price and Fibonacci only, and I look forward answering your questions. But before we start, I highly encourage you to recognize the risks involved in trading, and I highly encourage you spend time reviewing US government required disclaimers and never ever trade with risks you cannot afford. So here's the format for the webinar. I will make it short and sweet. I will share with you a couple of trades we had taken today in the trading room. I will tell you what Alpha Wave Trader Method is all about. The exciting part of the webinar will be me answering your questions after the presentation. So, what makes Alpha Wave Trader Method so different? I do not use any software. I do not use any indicators. I had been through a trading jungle. I had spent fortune on software and indicators, and I learned incredibly clearly that every single indicator that exists, every single indicator in the market is delayed. That only price that matters, and price tells you everything you need to know far in advance. Every single time I make a decision about trade, about reversal levels, point of entry, I only look at the price. I only look at what Fibonacci levels that I applied to price tell me. For example, this is what we had done on S&P today. When we came to the markets on S&P daily spelled out a couple of weeks ago where decision point 2 will be. S&P was in incredible pain at the market open, and that we watched in incredible pain magnificent collapse that price spelled out from 1942 area. We know extremely well that taking random trades is not a good idea. Therefore, we waited extremely patiently, and we had taken long, because this daily level is not to be ignored. And that's what we had done on S&P today for 6 points. The trade at the close of the day. When you look on the larger time frames, what am I seeing on S&P? I'm seeing extremely clearly this is only a temporary bounce. I'm seeing extremely clearly that S&P will continue further down, and once this level is broken, S&P will collapse to drastically lower levels. We will review hourly charts, we will review monthly and weekly charts. All of the levels based on precise 4 rules I developed after spending many years and continuing spending a lot of time studying price. I see price as the most fascinating puzzle of all. I see exact same patterns. I see that price is the easiest puzzle in town if you play by the rules. So this is what you learn in the course, and this is all I trade every single time. And by the way, you can review a performance on the website dating back 2 years. We're updating the performance page weekly. So, since I worked with multiple software developers, since I was one of the traders who spent a fortune on software indicators that showed phenomenal statements, I learned that every single indicator developed this way. Mathematical formula applied to certain pattern, and then indicator plots. What is the problem with indicators? They never ever tell you how the price will behave in the future. They never ever tell you where extremely critical profit-taking levels are. If you take a look at the price, you'll be amazed how beautiful and simple price is. You'll be amazed how much you can tell only if you apply proper rules. This is one of my favorite charts of all times, frankly, because this spells out Alpha Wave Trader Method clearly. This is what we call with our students. Every time I look at it, I just want to cry. It's magnificent. It is so simple. How can you not see where the reversal levels are? All the levels spelled out by the price since 2013. This is where we shorted euro with our forex traders. From 3900 area, where is euro now? As my students are joking, I must be fired, because I've been projected the euro will hit 3400 in August 2014. I'm fired because euro reached that level in July last week 2014, a week before I expected. And if you take a look on euro right now, what do you see? Where is euro? Ouch! Drastically lower levels as expected. This is exact same rule I apply on trading short-term charts. Currently in private mentoring I work with ETF traders, forex traders, institutional traders. In group settings I teach everything on S&P and oil. And this is a picture-perfect reminder how important alpha wave trader Fibonacci levels are. All the levels are plotted completely manually. This is where euro came to the end of the minor trend in July, remember? I was spelling this level since 2013, projecting for August. It came here the last week in July. This is the most important level in the market structure because we always have minor trend. We not always have major trend. Euro struggled here for entire months and only blasted through this level towards the end of August. Euro respected decision point 2 only for about 5 days, as decision point 2 is the least important level in the market structure. And this is a picture-perfect reminder where euro started staging worthless bullish corrections, as I always warn my students. It's a world of difference. Know what separates correction from reversal and know where to take the trade from. So take a look on the last few days on S&P. This was our 12-point long from reversal zone spelled out by the price 3 days prior. S&P 1 hour, euro daily. I already had shown S&P daily because that was the level where we are taking long from. It's already been done. FS 6 points today. Clear? So let's keep going and let's take a look at the indicators and let's see what I learned from my amazing students the last 3 years. So I was a trader who traded moving averages crossover. I loved them 20% of the time. The other 80% of the time you are in serious trouble. Why? Because market in correction 30 to 40% of the time, market spells out to you clearly when not to trade. If you would take a look, for example, what S&P had done on 1-minute chart at the market closed, if you're using moving averages crossovers, you will get absolutely smashed. By the time you take long, you will reverse. By the time you take short, you will buy. Bad idea. Price in correction, respecting support, no trades here. Stay out, walk away. Your knowledge of the price will tell you that no indicator on the planet will. Therefore, if you found the indicator that works, it will be only some time. It will never be all the time. So, here's an example of a chart from a student in private mentoring session, Jim, who's been trader for 20 years. 20 years! Jim comes to me and says, Allah, I had been at break-even. I surrendered. Tell me what to do. So, in mentoring session, I log in into student's computer. I go, show me the chart you last worked with. Oh my God. I stopped counting the indicators after 9. 9 indicators later, I was done. Can you tell me what's happening in this chart? Can you see anything? Where in the world is price? Price is completely stuck here. You see this adorable green, yellow flushes, stochastic oscillators, God knows what boxes. Why, oh why? Every single one of these indicators tried to imitate what price did after the fact. So why in the world would you ever spend a fortune on software and indicators? Software and indicators that work are not for sale. They're locked in very, very far, in very, very big gray boxes, and cost a lot of money that's not available to regular traders. That requires the evolution of a trader to recognize, and it is simply a fact. If you found indicators that works, it works only occasionally. If you pay attention to the price and you're a position trader, you would know extremely well not to buy Apple now. You would know extremely well that Apple is setting up for something extremely interesting. Bullish rally came to complete stall the moment it reached the reversal zone. Pay attention, 95 area, sellers are here, weekly chart, 5-week fight. Price continues struggling. If you are a knowledgeable trader, you would know extremely well the danger of buying at these levels. So, this is extremely critical. What will price do at 95 level? If sellers will pick up this steam and sellers will crash through this level, Apple is collapsing. Next level will be 88.40 and 84.12. Knowledgeable trader scales out the position and never ever ever buys at this level. And it doesn't matter if it's Nasdaq 1 minute, it doesn't matter if it's oil monthly, it doesn't matter if it's any chart. As long as it has the price, it has exact same formula. So this is all I do in the trading room, and this is all I teach, and I'm beyond blessed and grateful for the vision that I have and for the vision that I was given. I do not take it for granted, and that's what I share with my students. So if you come to the website and you listen to audio testimonies, we have an open forum, and I highly encourage you to listen to the testimony from amazing Janice, who should be a role model to every single trader on the planet. Beginner trader, beautiful retiree in Florida, doubled her account easily. No ego, simple rules, no indicator addiction. If she can do it, so can anyone else. So, you can listen to various testimonies from various students who trade anything from very, very clear and very simple instruments to very, very cumbersome ones, such as natural gas, such as forex, such as ETFs, and everybody using exact same formula. So, why am I so fascinated with Fibonacci? Because it confirms that nothing in this world is random. Look in the mirror and ask yourself a question. Why in the world there is such perfect symmetry that's looking at you? Look at any flower. The same formula, the same sequence you see in flower, I see in price. Identify what the bud is. Identify what the inception of the bloom is, and you know exactly where price will end. You know exactly where to take profits off the table. And if you do, you know incredibly critical levels for profit taking. You know incredibly critical levels for target levels. So again, that was the S&P trade taken from daily levels. I'm trying to pull up S&P, incredibly exciting and incredibly powerful reminder why I had taken long today on S&P. So this is when we came to the markets on S&P. And this is where students were posting in the room to others. A couple of our students were finished pre-market because they shorted S&P pre-market. This was picture perfect reminder. You learn the danger of shorting at these levels. price becomes extremely unpredictable because it comes to the exhaustion area. You short S&P at drastically higher levels. You can see multiple live trades posted on the blog and YouTube channels. And for that reason, we were in incredible pain because we knew extremely well that ultimate short was from 1942. So we waited and waited and waited, and that's where we took along from. And guess what? Would you like to know and see the levels for tomorrow? I will highlight that to you very, very shortly. You will see what to expect on S&P. Quite a spectacular bullish rally. Expect that tomorrow, and I will show you levels to precision in a couple of minutes. So this is all I use. I pay attention to the price, I apply the rules I developed, and I apply Fibonacci target tool that's free on any platform. So, if you come to NinjaTrader, which is my platform of choice, this is what I teach in the course. Knowledge is free, and so is Fibonacci tool. They're here, they are free. Do you know the settings? Do you know how to use them? Do you know critical for rules? If you do, you can trade on any platform, on any instrument. Every trade placed manually. I do not sell Fibonacci software. I am anti-software. I am anti-indicator. Tool available on any platform. In private mentoring, I work with students who are on TradeStation, Sierra charts. Currently, I work with someone on MT4. It is a free tool. You simply using the rules you learn in the course. So, here's the key, and this is all I based my method on. If you know the golden ratio, if you know this magnificent formula, this is what creates the expansion of the price. Take a look. This is the magic. Fibonacci formula created by adding each number and creating the subsequent number based on the sum of the previous two. It is not a random sequence. This is a sequence you see in price. If you respect this sequence, you know exactly where rally will end. And this is what's called a golden ratio. And this is all I use, and this is all I apply. I continuously develop various strategies, so far 14 total. I teach total of 6. In basic course, I teach 3 strategies, 2 variations of the continuation trade, and 1 inception of the trend. And here it is in front of you, the strategies I teach. Are you ready? Trade wave 1 only. Stay out of wave 2. Enjoy the ride of wave 3, strategy 2. Do not ever trade wave 4. Counter trend trading is very aggressive. Those are essential rules we apply in education course. If you start acquiring the position at the end of wave 3, you're acquiring position at reversal zone. And that was picture perfect reminder on S&P. That was also another long we took from here yesterday before the close of the room, knowing quite well. Bad idea to short so close to reversal zone. Picture perfect reminder. If you short from drastically higher levels. This is it in a nutshell. This is how I see the price. I never, ever, ever, ever in my life had taken Elliott Wave course. I swear on my life. When I have students who had taken Elliott Wave course, they come to me and say that my strategy is million times more simple because this is the critical rules. Minor trend moves in 3 waves, major trend moves in 5. Trade wave 1 and 3 only. Stay out of 2 and 4. Do not acquire position at the end of 3. Simple. I have extremely simple brain. Once you go above 5, I lose interest. 4 rules remain the key, and that's all I teach. This is a classic bullish rally. This is all there is. This is particular structure on Nasdaq 100. Trader became extremely lucky. He just got the end of wave 3. Barely, tiny bit, just a little, not much. Bad idea. This is when you stay out, and this is when you monitor for reversal. Serious trading is not about getting lucky. Serious trading is all about rules. And when you come to the ranging markets, you have to respect that. It is absolutely essential and critical. So, since I have, looks like, quite a few S&P traders, currently S&P is my favorite instrument, this was the end of the minor trend. It was extremely ranging. Market started respecting this since September 30th, since Tuesday. The same exact dance S&P had done for 24 hours, finally blasting through. Do you remember where you had seen that level? The exact same dance as Euro had done for the entire month. The screenshot I had shown you earlier. The exact same identical dance. The end of the minor trend will forever remain the most important level. And if you shorting into this level, you're asking for serious trouble. So, if markets give you extremely ranging markets, that's my ideal and favorite structure, because it plays out 80% of the time. 80% of the time, market moves back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, which was exactly the case on oil today. Today we had taken 3 trades on oil. 3 trades on oil, and I will show you why. Oil was just absolutely perfect blast today. So, and oil also reminds it once again, yesterday. Picture perfect reason why you should have been extremely careful if you were taking the last push of long, because despite extremely bullish news, what has happened with oil? Have you seen? This was bullish rally on oil that set up since Tuesday. It was extremely bullish news on oil, but oil was already here. What has happened after news release? Complete collapse. How predictable. Everything preset in the price far in advance. And pay attention to this absolute vicious 20-hour struggle. The end of the minor trend at decision point 1 at 91.70. Expected. Most critical level in the market structure. This is where trend decides, do I want to become major or do I want to remain minor? And here is a complete collapse. Would you like to see why we had taken long and why we had taken short on oil? Here is the answer. Oil staged quite an impressive bullish rally this morning. So those who know how to trade oil without my hand holding had a marvelous opportunity to buy. We had bought extremely late in this area. We had taken our trade here and we had taken short all the way down here, and then we bought again. 3 trades, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's that simple. No need to make trading complicating. Oil had been completely ranging, completely perfect. Painless, marvelous and classic day. If I would have taken every single trade I've seen on oil, I would have taken 12 trades total, which is ridiculous. And if you would like to answer me question, why didn't I will tell you. Because I certainly hope you know the answer. Because that is the most important answer for any trader ever. And if you do not know the answer, then please do ask, and I will tell you. Here's the trending markets, and this is what's important to recognize. trending markets play out 20% of the time. Do not ever forget that. If you have an illusion that you're gonna catch spectacular, magnificent rallies always and forever, it's an illusion. Only if you are trading low liquidity instruments such as DEX and such as oil that are extremely easily manipulated. This is extremely easily manipulated instruments that may have drastically more powerful rallies. So, 80% of the time markets are extremely predictable and they have no surprises whatsoever. And if you know where the levels are, you simply enjoy bigger rallies. It's that simple. But you can't pull spectacular targets out of corrective markets, out of very, very I just got adorable email. That's why I love my job. I have to show this to you. God works in mysterious ways. So here's an email I just got from one of my students. So here it is. And that's the reason why I love my job. So that's all there is. Simple. So thank you. I gotta say, Jerry is just amazing. So here it is. Marvelous and amazing wave 3. That's all you have to trade. Do not ever buy at the end of wave 3. Bad idea. Picture perfect reminder. Completely losing trade. Do not ever ignore that. Here's exact same formula to the downside. Wave 3. Do not ever short at the end of wave 3. Don't be silly. Don't be greedy. Do not ever, ever, ever get tempted. Bad idea. Very, very dangerous. So, I would like to show you the projections and what I'm seeing on S&P for tomorrow. Would you like to see that? And would you like to see what I'm expecting on oil? And speaking of the devil, I do not believe in trading on Fridays. I will be in the room tomorrow because Danny, who used to work in the room on Fridays, is out due to his health. So, we typically devote Fridays to education. So here's the levels on S&P for tomorrow. This is what I'm expecting on S&P. Take a look. The end of the minus trend, 1953.50. Expect huge selling pressure at that level. Do not buy anywhere near that level. Next level, 1963.50. Stepping stone. Do not ever ignore that. Only 20% of the time trend ends at 1963.50. And I will tell you more in S&P a little bit later on. And this is the exact same formula we apply each and every time. And if you respect this formula, the skies are the limit. So, bullish rally for tomorrow, 1953.50 critical, 1963.50, and the ultimate destination, 1978.75 into reversal zone. So definitely incredibly bullish bias for tomorrow. Is that clear? Just do not buy anywhere near those levels. And this is what I see on oil traders for tomorrow. So, and I look forward to your feedback because price tells you all these levels far in advance. The end of the minor trend, 91.88, do not buy anywhere near. Decision point 293, the least important level, nevertheless we respect it as support. And this is ultimate reversal zone. Monitor for the selling pressure. Price will do two things. First, correction and then ultimate reversal. Bottom line, do not buy anywhere near. Monitor for reversals. Two things, correction or reversals. If you know the rules, enjoy the reversal. If you don't, stay out. So, few more seconds and I look forward to answering your questions. I can talk about price forever. Here's a couple of examples. Here's Euro's 3-minute chart. Exact same formula. What do you witness had happened on Euro at the end of wave 3? Nothing good. Bad idea. If you're trading waves 2 and 4, you're an incredibly aggressive trader. In a trading room, if we're stuck in wave 2 and wave 4, I'm being incredibly clear. This is incredibly aggressive counter trend structure. This is all that market is giving me. If trading room is open only 3 hours a day and market in counter trend structure, I will spell it out to you that it is an aggressive trade. The most powerful trade will forever remain wave 3. Wave 3 is present if trend is minor or if trend is major. If you are trading low liquidity instruments such as oil, you are an experienced and accomplished trader. If you're a newbie trader and you're trading oil, I highly encourage you to review the charts of what has happened on oil on Tuesday to recognize the danger as oil moved in about 30 seconds, few hundred ticks. So, no trading on oil unless you're a very experienced trader who already doubled your account elsewhere. Here's a classic, marvelous and beautiful Google. It doesn't get any cleaner and any more beautiful than this. Classic and magnificent. Enjoy the ride, wave 1. Stay out 2. Buckle up 3. Do not acquire position this late. This particular trader became lucky, just cut a little bit, tiny bit, not much. So, in a nutshell, this is it, traders. Here's the summary. I trade and I teach 2 key concepts I develop. I'm absolutely fascinated by the price because it is a confirmation that nothing in the world is random. It is a confirmation of the most magnificent puzzle of all that reminds you it is essential to remember that life is just a stage and we're actors. And if we play by the rules, the sky's the limit. And if we break the rules, if we trade speculatively, you get in serious trouble. In the course, I teach and I trade 2 key concepts: pure price for entry and Fibonacci for exits. No software, no indicators, any market and any time frame. Pure price action is what defines wave formations, wave terminations, and forms Fibonacci price waves, therefore giving you high probability entries, high probability targets, and show areas of inherent danger. So, I will post to you at the end of the webinar invitation to the trading room for Monday, as again Friday 90% of the time devoted to education. If you're a knowledgeable trader, you understand the importance of never ever ever being in the trading on Fridays. So, therefore, Monday will go full speed. If you would like to take advantage of invitation, please log in on time, not to skip the Fibonacci review. This would be the invitation to the live trading room where I demonstrate the method on S&P and oil. I trade multiple time frames. Wherever I see a trade, I take it. Small as a time frame, small as a stop, small as the targets. If I trade 5 range on S&P, my stop and target would be 4 times as small as if I take a trade on oil 21 range. If I take a trade on 30-minute S&P, my stop and target would be 6 times bigger than if I take a trade on 1-minute S&P. In the trading room, I show and I discuss that I do everything for demonstration purposes only, as being a follower in day trading does not work. If you have an illusion that you can make a fortune babysitting in the trading room, you will come back and tell me you are absolutely right. So, when I run trading room for demonstration purposes, we are with my students in Alpha Wave Traders Club, where I discuss every trade setup, where we meet pre-market, where we meet after the close of the trading room. Twice a week we meet in education room, Monday afternoon for the basic of the strategies, basic for rules every Monday. Brand new class starting on Monday. We also meet on Friday in Fibonacci class. That's what happens in education room. This is it, traders. I'm ready for your questions. So let's start with futures. Then we'll go to major stocks, and I look forward to answering your questions once you will post everything. I have no idea. 6R. Okay, please, one question per person. What is 6R, please? 5 minutes. What is 6R, Pete? One question per person, please. 6 range. Why in the world 6 range? Please tell me. I will tell you why I would never touch 6 range. Please tell me why it's 6 range. Why that number? There is no random numbers in trading. Why 6? If there is any reason. Do not ever trade random numbers. There has to be a reason why you pick certain number. Do you like that number? There is something special about that number? Okay, so I would only trade Fibonacci numbers. I would only trade 5, 8, 13, and 21. The success you accomplish on 6 is not the success you can see on Fibonacci numbers, because 6 is not as clear as 5. 5 is million times better. 5 is my favorite time frame on S&P. This is a beautiful short on S&P. That was the area you could have shorted S&P from. Once S&P breaking out of reversal zone, buckle up. And this is where price is struggling currently to the upside. Buyers are trying to break to the upside, but they're completely worthless on 6 tick. If they're gonna break through this area finally, they will continue further up. Is that clear? That's a short that came from reversal zone on 6 range S&P. Next question, CL 1 hour. Pedro? Let me bring up CL 1 hour. I believe I already highlighted that a couple of times. Let me know if you're clear about CL 1 hour. This is my levels to the upside on CL 1 hour, and I had shown a couple of trades we already had taken. This is where CL 1 hour is heading next to. Is that clear? Next question, Chris. 5,000 volume, 5,000 volume. So please document the levels and feel free to let me know tomorrow or day after tomorrow how accurate my projections had been. So next question, I would like to go CL 5,000 volume. 5,000 volume. Please tell me why is that? I've never received that question. Where do I find that? I don't even know. That's hilarious. So if you tell me where I can find volume, type minute, there is not volume. Yay! I found it. I honestly don't remember anyone ever asking me about volume. Let's take a look. CL 5000 volume. That's pretty big volume on CL. So you have a beautiful opportunity to buy CL. I will show you where your buy was, but first I want to show you where the collapse came from. As the buy on CL clearly on hourly chart was also from drastically lower levels. So this was your buy, and this is where price started fighting the end of the minor trend, decision point 2, and here's the funky dance. Selling pressure first time, struggle, collapse, sellers worthless because they came to the end of the minor trend. This was your last buying opportunity this morning. Absolutely marvelous buying opportunity on oil 5,000. Last one. Short trend worthless, it came to the end. Ultimate support. Beautiful buying opportunity in this area. Is that clear? Right now you do not want to buy oil at all. You want to buy monitor oil for pullback. If oil will collapse drastically lower, you want to buy as low as possible. Buying in reversal zone is way too late. This was the very last ideal buy point on oil. Next question, ES Daily already answered multiple times. ES Daily already highlighted multiple times. ES Daily, I had shown the trade we had taken and my projections. This is a bullish rally that will go on tomorrow on smaller time frames. Based on larger time frames, S&P will continue drastically lower down. Tomorrow will be a bullish day. It would be interesting what will happen at the close of the market. So, projections on S&P drastically lower. Drastically lower. So, based on this structure, it's only a temporary bullish correction. So, next question. ES 2-minute and 5 SI Silver Daily. Silver Daily. Let's pull up Silver Daily. Let's go to the Tools Management and let me enter the instruments you would like to ask. Let's go Silver Daily. Done. Next question was, Chris, I apply my rules that I teach. I don't teach in the webinar. I show you rules about my method. This is not the education course. It's a webinar. Comp, everything posted in front of you. We'll go over the website a little bit later. So let me answer your questions. I see silver. I see silver. Any other questions on Forex, on futures? I have Euro ready. Any other questions, traders? Please let me know. ES 2-minute, I have ES ready. Any other instruments, traders? Any other Forex or stocks? Please let me know. I see that ZS, okay. ZS is ready. Euro is ready. Okay, I will give somebody else 1 more minute. TWTR. What is TWTR? Is that the stock? Let's see if we have TWTR. TWTR is not here. Major stocks, please. Twitter. I need major stocks. Gold. Excellent question. Gold I have. Yes, Frank, I will show you the example. I will show you the example. You can meet Janice, who doubled her account. So, let's rock and roll. If Janice can do it, so can anyone. So, let's go question by question. So, again, if you listen to audio testimonies, I highly encourage you. Find the audio testimony from Janice, and she's incredibly open to share her experiences. She is still in Alpha Wave Traders Club after graduation. You can actually meet and speak with her. Okay, ES 2-minute chart next. If you don't have indicator addictions, you're 10,000 miles ahead of anyone who is addicted to indicators. That's the reason why Janice became so easily successful. She has no preconceived notions. She has no baggage. She's incredibly patient and disciplined. Beautiful retiree in Florida. So, ES 2-minute chart. Why 2-minute? Why not 3? Why not trade Fibonacci numbers? Okie dokie, are you ready? Here is ES 2 minutes. This was your long opportunity. I will tell you where your buy on ES was last time, the last few hours at the market close, and why the market staged such brutal fight in this area. So, this is ES 2-minute chart, ES 2-minute chart. So in the trading room we bought S&P at 1922. So if you bought S&P at 1922, and if you came to the end of the minor trend, if you're trading 2-minute chart, you need to respect how important this level is. Price again continued struggling close to this area. Selling pressure started coming in not far off from reversal zone, reminding you the danger of buying anywhere near here. And here's the ultimate collapse an hour before hourly close. You had a shorting opportunity in this area. And this is extremely small and extremely powerful dance as you witness currently. Bullish correction. Incredibly similar to what you're seeing currently on 6th range chart. Correct? The same thing. Know what not to enter. Know when to stay out. It's a correction. Bad idea to buy into this area. Ultimate torture. 3 hours later. Is that clear? Do not buy into decision point 2. Do not buy into decision point 1. And certainly not into reversal zone. Short here. Do not enter into it. So, next question was on ZS. Run, if you're not telling me the time frame, I'm pulling up the first available. ZS, what do I have available on the S? We have not gone there yet, Dimitri. Every question posted in order, correct? So, ZS, I don't see a time frame. I would like to look on ZS daily, since nobody is telling me what time frame you would like me to analyze. So, what are we seeing on ZS daily? We're seeing incredibly clearly that price is finding support because it reached reversal zone. Is that clear? Actually, no, price is not in reversal zone. Price still has space to the downside. This is where the S daily is currently. So, this is currently a bullish correction. This was the end of the minor trend where the S struggled for a week. Broke through, did a bit of a dance, and now struggling to break through this level to the upside. It does not look pretty, it does not look promising. I wouldn't be buying ZS daily. There is absolutely nothing for me that's impressive here. So, let's go on silver daily, then gold daily. One question per person, please. Silver daily coming up. Quite a spectacular collapse. Is that accurate chart? Is this accurate? Is that correct, Dimitri? Let me get more data. Let's see what we see. Loading data. No, it makes a lot more sense right now. I pulled up my favorite info. It is not the place you want to short silver. It is definitely not the place where you want to short silver. I would not be touching silver on daily right now. Only bullish corrections, no reversals yet. Bearish trend is incredibly tired, showing potential collapsing drastically lower. Buyers are completely worthless. Completely worthless. There is absolutely nothing to rave about on this structure. Clear? So trail very carefully if you had opportunity to short silver. Do not short anywhere near here. Corrections in a play? It's extremely important to monitor the structure and not to enter short in this area. So because it is extremely critical and important structure, let me take a look on weekly. Let's see if weekly will tell me something more. In just a second, I will show you S&P. Weekly. Yeah, weekly is going into the wave 4. So, this is what I see on weekly. It's at the end of wave 4. It still has space to the downside. This is what weekly is telling me. Has space until 16,000. It's just a little bit tired on weekly chart. After 16,000 it will collapse drastically lower to a reversal zone. So I believe I answered all the questions except gold and euro. So feel free to post all the other questions. I will do the tour of the website to show you where to find what, and I will post the invitation to the trading room. So just to confirm, the question was on gold, what time frame? I'm trying to answer everybody's in sequence. I have to scroll back up. The question about gold was on what time frame? Daily and 30-minute. Daily and 30-minute gold. Okie dokie. Gold is an incredibly exciting place, traders. Extremely exciting place. I've been spelling out for the last year that gold is heading to 1200 if you visit social media. So buckle up, showing up for beautiful buying opportunity. So, again, if you know the rules, you know what to do. Gold in reversal zone. I've been spelling out for many months. Monitor 1200, not far off from reversal zone. Pay attention for long opportunities. So, very critical formation on gold. Clear? Initially bullish corrections, price struggled to blast through these levels. It's extremely important what plays out next. Extremely promising bullish structure, not to be ignored. So, do not ignore this level to the upside. This will remain critical. Does gold have enough power to blast through? That remains the key. So, EURUSD 5-minute chart, and we are all set. I will post the link to the trading room in just a second. If you're trading 5-minute chart on euro, you had a marvelous shorting opportunity this lunchtime at the close. Simply beautiful, magnificent short. So, and this is a point about the reversal zone. The moment price came to this area, it started showing bearish corrections. Correction, and only then spectacular reversal. And this is where market will test you always and forever. Do you know what separates correction from reversal? Do you know when to stay out? That was quite a lovely short structure. And this is where price is struggling to the upside. If euro will break through this level, it will fly further up. But what is euro showing currently? Very strong downtrend, drastically lower. And that's euro. So, any other questions? Please let me know. I believe I answered everybody's questions, correct? Okay, why not trading on Friday? Very simple answer. If you're serious about trading, you're keeping a trading journal. If you met an accomplished trader who trades on Friday, I would like to meet him because I don't know anyone who is an accomplished trader who trades on Friday. Friday, 80% of the time are corrective days. So I highly encourage you, keep a trading journal and you will see. Absolutely torturous, most jittery, corrective days. If you like torture, you would like to trade on Fridays. If you're a knowledgeable trader, you spend maximum 3 hours a day in front of the computer, Mondays through Thursday only. There is absolutely no need whatsoever to ever trade on Fridays. I have quite a few options traders in the course. So, if you know how to trade the price, you can use it for anything. So, if you come to the website, it's extremely easy to navigate. This is extremely critical page. Key points about AWT. This is the trade from today, live trade recorded, and 3 trades on oil. If you click on any links, if you go to the blog, you will find a lot of information. If you go to the monthly performance results, you can see results for the last 2 years. And it is all on the website, traders. So if there is anything else I can answer. The new education course starts on Monday. I just received a couple of emails and phone calls from traders in the webinar. It would be so much better if you just ask me this while we are still in the room. No other questions? Here's the latest info, and let me post the link. Support will also send you the invitation to the trading room for Monday. No, you're gonna get a link. You just click and log in. No, Pete. Monday. Here's the link. Here's the link. And please make sure you do not save the link. If you're gonna save it or bookmark it, it will not work. So this is the link. Make sure you arrive on time. If you're gonna miss Fibonacci review, this is a link posted in front of you. Support will follow up with the same link Monday morning. Any other questions, traders? If you click on this orange column, that would take you to audio testimonies from my students. No other questions? We're all set? I thank you so much for your time. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you, traders. Have a beautiful day. Look forward to seeing you in the trading room tomorrow. Any questions, any emails? Please email me or call me. Those of you who just emailed me and called me, I will be calling you back in a couple of minutes. Here's my email and here's my phone number. I love speaking to each and every one of you. And thank you so much for your time. I look forward to seeing you too in the trading room on Monday.